How's it going, y'all? Welcome to BL The Back Rooms. This is a map that was released on mod.io for Bonelab a little over 2 years ago. And I absolutely love the back rooms. I love the idea of it. I love the aesthetic, and I love that it's almost a sandbox in its own creation. What I mean by that is that it's a universe that can be created by the community. The Backrooms is not owned by a specific entity or one single person. It's built upon and developed by the community. And I'm very well aware that content having to do with the realm of the Backrooms is very oversaturated. And I've got nothing more to say to that. It is. I mean, I can't say anything more to the fact that it's an oversaturated market. But I still want to give these maps a chance. I'm going to be exploring a number of maps today that are on mod.io, and this one, simply titled The Backrooms, doesn't have much to say for itself in the description. Unfortunately, though, I did spoil myself of one surprise, which was there are no entities and no enemies in this map. I have come to really appreciate maps that will allow me to at least fear for a reason. I do love when maps have an environment which inflicts a sort of fear that would come about when there is something stalking you. But every once in a while, I do like to be justified in my beliefs of that. But nonetheless, I'm going to walk through this map with y'all, and I will not read the descriptions of any of the other Backrooms maps that I've downloaded for this reason. I'd like to be completely and utterly surprised. This is the main area in which I spawned, just right here. And so we have a number of different ways to go. Now, obviously, this is our most inviting, I don't know if that's the right word, it's definitely the path that is beckoning us forward. Move my headset here a little bit. Okay. This path is definitely inviting us forward, but I think I'm going to give the chance to one of these smaller pathways tucked in the corner. I'll go ahead and start with going this way. Now, some of these maps do not allow me to have a spawn gun. And unfortunately, I haven't really figured out a way to do that yet. If there is a way to get around it in the menu or something, I've not been able to figure out how to get my mods in a map that doesn't have that tool gun, that spawning gun, because I'd love to have my flashlight. I've mentioned it in the past, I'll mention it again. The darkness for me is much darker than it is for you. And so what I can't see, you can. And this is so incredibly dark that I can't. I think I see a wall right there. This is so dark, I can't see anything in here. And I've got that feeling on the back of my neck like there's something standing right behind me. My only reference to light is the corner right there, which I can see getting smaller and smaller, which means this opens up right here. Which again, that tells me there's a wall right there. I cannot see anything in this corner. This corner is giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'll be intrigued to see what that looked like on the recording, because that is super creepy. But we cannot focus all of our time on just one corner. So let's continue on. Oh, that's something that oh my goodness. Oh my good. What the heck was that? Oh, I think that was just a lighting glitch. I wonder if you even picked that up, but that, oh, my heart skipped a beat. this is something that I love, is when you get out of a really tight space and then you're faced with what almost feels like an arena, as if all these points of interest are focused on you. Scares the daylights out of me. That lighting glitch over there certainly did it in for me. That was horrible. Oh, and I forgot. Let me turn my volume up. First off, we can hear the lights pretty good in here. Oh, that's massive. I hate how you can hear my footsteps when I turn my head. I've always hated that. Dead end. Oh my goodness, my footsteps are so loud. Okay. But it almost feels like they're louder here, but only because there's an absence of other noise. Let's see. I also recognize that my lower peripheral vision on recorded video is not, it doesn't really get picked up as well when, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is so dark. I cannot see anything. But let's just go forward and see what happens. I gotta go backwards. It's the only way that I can figure out how far I'm going. Oh, but I hate this. Oh, it goes so far. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's more. Well, hold on. Did I just get lost? I mean, it's the back rooms. It's not like I was on a path. I'm very interested to know just how big this area is. What in the world? I would have thought that we would have emptied out back in that first area. But anyway, what I was saying was I noticed that when on my recordings, my lower half of my vision doesn't get picked up. And so I have to kind of look down a little bit and kind of look up through my eyebrows to make sure you're seeing everything that's going on down here, especially when I'm messing around with weapons. Okay, so we did come around because I remember this platform from the beginning, and I remember this half wall here, which means we should be able to find that area down here again, which means this has to be attached to that one way or another. Okay, now that just goes behind there. Oh. So, yep, because that's the dark corner. Focused areas. Oh, I'm so sorry about my footsteps, y'all. These things are so loud. That is so incredibly dark. I don't think I've seen a backrooms map with such dark areas. Oh! Oh my goodness. I gotta... Oh... Matt Maker lied. Well, okay. He chose his words wisely. That's what happened. No entities, no enemies, no mobs. He didn't say anything about no JPEGs. Oh my goodness. Oh. My freaking heart. I got like I'm gonna have heart problems after making these videos or something. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm in an arena, but now this makes me wonder, is he the point that's looking at me, or am I the point looking at him? It's like, am I in the position now where he would be the victim and I would be the perpetrator? Would I be the attacker in this? Because I'm the one in the arena. He's coming in from dungeon crawling, and I'm in the boss room, which this is definitely a very big room. Now, there's one of him so far. I'm going to wait to approach him. Normally, that's the first thing I do. I'm going to wait to approach him and keep looking around because I don't want to ruin that shock factor just yet by rationalizing the fact that he's only a JPEG. For all I know, the map maker will comment and be like, actually, he's a TIFF file, or actually, he's a PNG. I don't care what he is, I don't like him. So looking around here, oh my goodness, there are so many dark spots on this map. What in the world? I feel like I hear something else too. Like radio chatter out of the lights. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I would really like to have a flashlight right now. You see, because for most of my life, I've been afraid of the dark. I just always have been. I don't know why. And honestly, I don't think it's a fear of the dark more than a fear of what's in the dark waiting for me. Because if it's in the dark and it has the ability to attack me, that means the dark doesn't stop it. But the human that I am, the dark keeps me from defending myself. Oh, I hate that. I just discovered a fear I didn't know I had. An elevated platform, which goes so far back you can't tell. Oh, it gets so dark that the pixels in my headset turn blue and I can't see anything. Again, I got to go backwards to see how far this goes. Which, again, I hate doing. I hate having my back to this. But it's the only way I'm going to be able to tell how far. What the? Oh. Lighting glitch. Oh my goodness, that. Can I force that to happen again? Yeah. Does this go sideways? Oh, it does. Oh, don't tell me this goes further. Oh my goodness. I can't see a thing. I can't even see my hands in front of my face. How far does this go? What in the... I can't see anything. I gotta find my way out. Oh my goodness. That's like blindingly dark. Oh my goodness. It's... Oh. I'm without words on how dark that was. That was horrible. The fact that I just don't even have control of the light anymore, which is something I'm so used to with having a flashlight. Is that a vent? Or is that just a lighting glitch? That could be a glitch from... I think that's... Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, that'd be horrible if something were standing right here and being illuminated, and I just come out of the dark just to see someone standing right here. Oh my goodness, this is a whole lot more than I was expecting. I forgot I should be punished. Well, I guess I'm being punished now. I should be punished for what I was saying about how an environment is not scary enough to compared to what entities chasing you can do. If this map keeps on this path... Oh, there goes my boundary. Oh my goodness, that would have been horrible to see it from this view. I mean, it was pretty bad from where I was standing before. If this map keeps up with the rhythm it's going at, I might not have time to record another video. What is that? There you are again. A radio. Goodness. Well, that was unsettling. Oh, man, I can still hear it from here. Imagine walking through here and just hearing that. And not being sure if it's real. I gotta tell you, the speakers on the Quest 3 are really good. And so, it picks up everything. Oh, would you quit it with the darkness, man? I can't even see half the map. All I got to go... Oh, dude. With the lack of light, even lighting glitches are freaking me out, dude. This is actually horrible. Oh, and I think I'm going through my pass-through. Yeah. I gotta watch out for my boundary. Normally I use a room scale, which I think I did in the last video, but that caused me to find out that you can see... Every once in a while I pass through my boundary wall and the grid shows up in the video, and that's just distracting. It breaks the illusion of complete immersion. Now I see this light here. Let's see what's up here. Oh. Before we had red, and now we have green. Well, green is my favorite color, although in recent years I feel like it's become more blue, but I feel like I'm betraying myself if I changed it. Now this feels more comforting. Of course, that's just the nature of the color green, which I think is one of the reasons I love it so much. It's also a weird thing going on with the lighting and texture here. Ooh. We must be right behind that radio. Yeah. Right behind the radio. See, that wouldn't be that bad in this room. The sound of an oboe and a clarinet and almost ethereal nature sounds. Oh, sorry. I changed my locomotion to the joystick, so whichever way I point my hand is where I go instead of my head. So I can do stuff like this. Ooh, that actually is really enticing to go down there. See, I like low ceilings sometimes. I've brought it up in the past. I have a strange fear. I have a fear of high ceilings. It started when I was little. My movie theater in my town has these... They're not incredibly high ceilings, but they're probably a 2-story ceiling with LED lights, or, well, they're actually neon lights. It was built around 2000, and I'll go check that out in a sec. It was built around 2000, and so it all has neon. And I had a tough time looking up whenever we'd go to see movies, because one time I saw someone on a big scissor lift changing a light bulb, and he was super high up. And then about the time that I turned 13, I went to Washington, D.C. for the first time. And I went to the Lincoln Memorial, where if you've ever been to the Lincoln Memorial, you'll know just how high the ceilings are in there. And I saw somebody changing a light bulb on a scissor lift in there. And it freaked me out. I mean, it freaked me out. I ever since then, at least once a month, I'll have a nightmare of being in an incredibly large room with an impossibly high ceiling, and then the gravity changes, and I start to float up towards the ceiling, and I begin grasping on for dear life to anything that will hold me down. Or I've even remembered having a dream where I was in a city. For one reason or another, the entire city was made of carpets. At the very least, it looked like a city that had been textured, to use video game terms, in carpets, like Persian rugs. It's not important, but it's just kind of a matter of fact. How do you say that? Matter of fact. And so, you see, look how cozy this is. It's like I'm in a home, except, you know, the wallpaper on the ceiling. But anyway, I began to have the same dream there, where I felt at any moment I could have sworn the gravity was going to shift, and I was going to begin floating towards the sky, and I was going to be pulled away from the ground. And I've always had this fear, and I've never, ever been able to figure out what it is, what caused it. I mean, I have an idea of what kind of the catalyst was, but not necessarily how I got it. I don't even know if there's a name for it. I've tried looking it up, but I can't find a name for such a phobia of high ceilings. And it's been such a recurring issue in my life. Oh, come on, don't be so dark that I can't see anything. What the? Gotta check the walls here. Okay, this is just legitimately a dead end. But it was just a big issue for me. And so even today, and I'm an adult, I still have problems with high ceilings. And it's like I get vertigo when I look up at a high ceiling. I actually just had it happen. I just spent a weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina with some friends, and we went to a place with a very high ceiling. And what's strange is my fear of heights is not necessarily attached to it. While I was there, I rode a roller coaster and a number of other rides which flipped me upside down, stories in the air. Albeit, I was acting quite outside of myself, and I spent a lot of time putting my fears aside just to do it, which I think it's kind of the power of being the main character. My phone, that notification just made my heart jump. It's like something that I heard someone say, that their camera kind of carries them when they record videos, even when they're doing stuff like, being in scary places, or even when you're playing video games and there's a dark room like this. This is arguably creepier in VR because I can see my hands and I can look around with my head and I can focus on things. I can change my depth perception to look from this wall to the wall just beyond it. And this, for me, is very out of character for myself, to mindlessly wander around in the dark. I'll just say that if I were 10 years younger, I wouldn't be caught dead doing something so dangerous, so risky. But now, I almost feel like I'd be missing out if I didn't. Like this room, I would run for the door from here if I saw this. But now, I almost feel like I need to. Sorry, I thought I saw something in the darkness move. So another thing is I say things and they freak me out. Again, moving backwards to see just how far this goes. I don't see any openings. If I move to the other side. Oh. There's a wall here. I'm going to get myself so lost here. I got to get out. I need a flashlight so bad. If anyone knows how to get my mods in a map that doesn't have the spawning gun, please let me know, because I need my dang flashlight, or at the very least, like some other form of light emitting mod. I mean, Bonelab just doesn't really have the mod support that other games do. I'd love to have like a lantern, or it'd be so cool is a candle on a lamp, or even just a regular oil lamp, or glow sticks. Glow sticks would be so cool. If any of y'all are modders and are interested in a challenge, and you mess around with Bonelab, well, then first off, you have my respect. Secondly, I'd urge you to make such a mod. Now, I will go through here, and we'll start to head towards our buddy in the doorway. It's just also, I feel like I'm missing out on half this map. I can see a wall in the distance there. You probably can see it too, since the video is lighter for you. But I feel like I'm missing out on half this map with how dark some areas of this is. And that's here. Wait. Oh. Well, I think I changed my mind about blue now. I'm almost beginning to think it doesn't matter about color. It's just the fact of the fact that it's in a place that it feels like it shouldn't be. With all the warm yellow lights, this teal or aqua or just cyan, whatever you want to call this, just feels so strange. I can't tell what's behind here because I can't see anything. Oh. Wait, is that Gordon Freeman? I'm afraid if I look away, he's just going to disappear. I'm going to have to check out. Is that the Gordon Freeman model? It's a little tall. I mean, yeah, look, that looks like the HEV suit. A little tall there, bud. Get up on my tippy toes. Just your height. Well, this is what shatters the illusion. Well, I don't know if I can say that. I mean, it's still really weird knowing that he's here. Well, hello, Dr. Freeman. You just keep... You got our back, right? You just keep anyone from coming in this part of the back rooms while I take a look around. Thank you, Dr. Freeman. You're the best. You see, this area just feels so bright and inviting now that we've gotten over the other part of this. This feels like... Well, I was going to say this feels like the good area. But then we got here. I'm going to take this turn first because I assume this just goes right back around. I'll speed things up here. I assume this goes right back around to where we were just with Dr. Freeman. Okay, so this should go right next to him. Yep, okay, so he's right there. Well, I feel like the little kid who just made friends with the monster under his bed. As if now I don't necessarily feel as afraid here anymore because I just humanized the monster that I was running from. I almost feel more secure now that he's here, now that I know him, that I've personified him, I've given him a name, and he's now facing away from me. But a realization that just came to my mind is, if he was the monster that I'm worried about, then why is he looking out for me? What else is there to look out for? I have to check my watch. I have to make sure these videos don't get too long so that they can export to my phone. I don't like to do tons of jump edits. The only cuts you ever see in my video are just jumping from one clip to the next, and I try and make them a pretty seamless transition so as not to break it, not to break the immersion of the video. So it causes me to have to figure out how to be most effective when recording. Well, I think we just found the exit. But before I go up there and see what that's all about, I want to see if there's any light in the corners here. Again, I'm going to have to go backwards because I can't see a darn thing. Oh, there is more. Although I assume this is just more from the direction that we went in. But I must say that we didn't go back and look at the room with the pillars. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to go up these steps yet. I have to go back. I need to go look and see what it was I missed. But first, I think I need a thumbnail. Alrighty, let's go back. Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness. Well, y'all just got a view of my kitchen. Oh. I'm currently sitting on my kitchen floor right now. Oh man, frick you, map maker. Ugh. Oh man. My hands are actually shaking holding the remote right now. Oh, let me get up. Oh, frick you, map maker. Well. Oh. I'm not faking that, y'all. Well, Dr. Freeman, I'm afraid you were looking the wrong way. I'm also wondering now if these weren't the columns that we came back to look for. But I just gotta go back and check. Where was I supposed to? It's much further. The spawn room is much further. I'm afraid that thing's gonna come back when we round the corner, so we'll just have to be ready for it. Oh, but the footsteps, man, the footsteps. Out of any place to put it, you put the scare in the illuminated hallway, not in the dark. Which, admittedly, is the last place that I'd expect a scare. Well, now this just got way scarier. I'm not ready to start looking in the dark again. Oh my goodness! Oh, I keep falling on the floor. I'm gonna bash my head. He's still there. Oh. Oh. Okay, fine, I'll get up. Do you need me to fight him? Dude, the freaking map maker just straight up lied. Was this like a timed thing? Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but my freaking clock is going off now. Ugh. It's like my entire environment was just made to kill me. Dude, what are you doing here, man? This is not a great place to be. Do you know how to get out of here? Because I really can't stay too long. I can't stay much longer. Okay, well, can you at least keep an eye on whatever's back there, because I have to go that way. And listen, I'm having a really, really rough time right now, as I'm sure you are too. I gotta go that way. Can you just make sure nothing comes from this direction? Thanks, man. The only reason I didn't kill that guy is because I didn't want to have to come back this way and find his body on the ground. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I haven't been this scared in a long time. Y'all have heard noises. Oh, this is the way more interesting path. Oh, there's some pretty interesting geometry on this side. I'm happy I saved this one for last. Oh, goodness. I have entirely lost my train of thought. There's a whole lot more going on here than I thought. I now know that I can never trust a map maker, which I guess, rookie mistake. I'll go back and check that out in a sec. It's funny that I now understand why some people, when they get scared, they fall to the ground. Because I've now done it twice within 10 minutes. Oh, man. This just got way more ominous. I was completely prepared to make a video about multiple maps. But this has way too much in it. I can't distract away from this map. This map has way more in it. I was wondering how a simple atmospheric map got so many downloads, but now, well, now I completely understand. Oh, that is just one massive black room. Oh no. Alright, make it quick. Just tired of these JPEG jump scares. And I think I hate them so much because they're effective. People often just call them cheap scares, but they work. Now that I can see, that's just one massive dark room. But I just gotta go for it. I just gotta get to the other side. Oh, I can't go that way. I'm sorry, y'all. My brain literally will not let me. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, don't do this. Don't do this, man. Oh. Do I run? But then I'd have to listen to my footsteps. Oh, let's just run. Go. Go faster. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a massive hole in the floor. Well, let me peek around here real quick. Just more empty rooms. Segments. Wonder if I can make that jump to that hallway. Oh, shoot. Oh, I don't think I need to make a jump. But I can't no-clip in this. So I'm not going to take the risk of walking around that. I know for a fact there's going to be so much that I'm not experiencing in this map. Which means y'all will just have to play it. Okay, not yet. I see there's enough room here to cross. Oh, lighting glitches. Try not to bump my head into the wall. Okay. Just gotta keep an eye on my watch so that these segments don't get too long. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, like, I have to say it this way. This is art. I mean, with some cheap, with a cheap, loud noise, goofy, deep-fried JPEG, those kind of scares. Despite all that, this is art. I mean, I feel like there's so many thumbnails, so many images that complement each other so perfectly in this map. Something that really appealed to me when first discovering the back rooms and then the entire community that it opened was the architecture. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second, dude. No freaking way. But let's do it. Goodness, I really hope nothing jumps out and scares me, because, you know, that would just suck. That really stinks to get all the way down here just to find out that there's no exit. And then I have to go back. And then I have to go back through that maze just to get to that other door at the top of the staircase that I found. Oh, and look, the end is actually shrouded in darkness. Which means that I will have to be in darkness and then realize that there's no door here. So I'm going to have to turn around. Wait. I went down. What in the world? I'm going down. It doesn't stop. But there's no hallway. I mean, I could probably fall off this... Wait. No. This is the only way to go. I can only go backwards. I'm sorry, y'all, but I can... It's the only way I can see. Oh, but I hate this. Because then I'm going to hit something when I stop going backwards. And then I'll have to turn around and figure out what it is. What in the world? Okay, I'm just going to go. I can't go any further. Oh. There's a wall here. And I'm going sideways now. Which means I'm going to get to a point. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. This probably just got unbearable for y'all. Because you can't see anything. But I can. Not. I can't see anything either. See, I'm completely in the dark. Okay. Can I go this way? No, the only way is into this dark, which you can see there's a wall. But I can't see anything else. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wander around in the darkness for a little bit. I'm just going to see if there's anything here. Okay, so I've been wandering around in the dark. I figured out what this looks like. So this essentially is a ramp that comes down and then it goes off to the left. I guess if you're really going down the hallway, looking down the hallway, it ends on the right. But where we're looking here, it goes off to the left. And then it's just a straight narrow hallway with no doors, and it ends. I'd say it probably goes back about 15, 20 yards. And then it just ends. And there's nothing there. Which means that there's nothing here. It's just one dark abyss just made to torture us. And unfortunately, we have to go back through this hallway. But what this taught me is that this map maker is going to screw with us in every single way that he possibly can. Which is really unfortunate because I get scared when things scare me. You can quote me on that if you'd like. I'm not going to turn around. I'm just not. I'm just going to leave. There's nothing saying I have to turn around. I can just leave. You know? That's the great thing about freedom is you can leave. So, I want to go back to that staircase. But of course, first I need to take a look around here. I want to find that... What? Wait. Can I break it? I mean, there's no way I can break it. No. Sorry, Quest problems. Had to put a new battery in my controller. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that you can't break these. I do remember seeing something about crates when I was reading through the description that lied to me. Now, I have seen some map makers on some games just mess with the players by putting random stuff. And I mean, that's not out of character for the back rooms. I mean, a lot of backrooms maps just have random crap in them that are just there to mess with the player. Yeah, no. F this S, I'm out. Not playing that game right now, man. I've had it. I want to go to that door at the top of the staircase. I'm scared, okay? There, I said it. I'm scared. And I want out. See, the taunting... I don't like the taunting. The taunting just makes me mad. But, you know... Okay, homeboy's still here. Thanks for watching out for me, man. That really means a lot. Thank you. Obviously, that's the whole point, and chances are is that friggin' door at the top of the staircase is not an exit. It's not going to be. I know it. Dr. Freeman's still waiting there for us. Oh, and I have to round that. I'm not rounding that corner. I'm not going back over there. Dr. Freeman, I think you and I are going to be seeing each other a whole lot more because I'm pretty sure that the door at the top of that staircase over there is not real. So if you know anyone that charges a low rent, let me know. I'm going to need it. That's the... with every other exit possibility we've seen, there's no way this door is real. But let's just go up and check. Oh, man, this part of the map just gives me the heebie-jeebies now. Yep. is exactly... Yeah, it's just... Uh-oh! Dude, don't sneak up on me like that, bro. You can't...
Oh, what up, son?
What up, son? What are you doing? You can't sneak up on a brother like that, man. Ugh. Oh my goodness. This is the scariest one yet. It's startling. This is the most startling map yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and just end the video here because my heart is not doing great, and I've been lied to. I've been deceived. I mean, I've made some friends, which is nice, but y'all, I've left a lot of stones unturned, and there are probably a whole lot more mysteries in this map that I have not yet found. So I'm gonna leave that to y'all. So, without further ado, if y'all would like to play this map, I'll put the link in the description. And I really do enjoy playing these maps and making these videos because it gives me an opportunity to give back to the community that's given me so much. And so I really appreciate all the support that I've received so far. And if you'd like to continue to support me in different ways, I have a link to my Linktree in the description where you'll find all my social medias. Let me know if there are any other maps on Bonelab or in any other games that you'd like me to check out. I'll do my best to check them out and go through them. But until that next video comes out, y'all take care.